Thanks, Kathy. The South London Healthcare Trust is likely to be the first NHS trust in the country to be put under the control of an administrator after the Health Secretary decided its huge debts are no longer sustainable. The decision sparked a political row today, with the government blaming Labour for saddling the organisation with massive long-term debts from private finance initiative contracts. Our health and social care correspondent, Victoria MacDonald, reports.
Even the roses in this hospital's garden are PFI, planted under a private finance initiative deal now costing the South London Healthcare NHS Trust £1 million a week, and a deal which also now lies at the heart of the Health Secretary's decision to threaten the trust with the administrators. The fact is, this has never been tried before, sending in administrators to sort out a trust that everybody admits is in dire financial straits. But what nobody knows is how this is going to work. The trust is split across 3 hospital sites: Princess Royal and Bromley, Queen Elizabeth and Woolwich, and Queen Mary's and Sidcup. They merged in 2009, combining 2 PFI deals costing a total of £2.5 billion. The interest repayments alone are now £61 million a year, and they're projected to lose between £30 and £75 million a year for the next 5 years.
We have said enough is enough. We cannot continue pussyfooting around like this, and what we've got to do is take decisive action. Instead of just sweeping everything under the carpet and hoping that it'll go away, we're going to take positive actions to ensure that we get to the root of the problem.
The Trust Board has until the 9th of July to respond, and a final decision that could lead to it being dissolved may be made within 3 months. Unprecedented speed in a health service which has in the past dragged these decisions out for years. Although it appeared business as usual today, behind the scenes we were told of fury among the staff at learning of the proposals via the media. In fact, just as we got here, we learned that there was a meeting taking place in that room there. There were so many staff trying to get in, it had to be controlled by security. Can I just ask any of you how the meeting went? Few were prepared to talk until we came across the medical director himself. What were people saying at the meeting? What are the concerns about today's announcement?
I think uncertainty. People are worried about the uncertainty. I think one of the issues is that no trust has been through this process before. There's been no detail on what this will entail, and that's very difficult for any organisation. The government has been happy to lay the blame at the door of the PFI deals signed by Labour, but this was, not unexpectedly, rejected by them as only part of the picture.
The bigger question is how to provide hospital services in this part of South East London, and there's been a long recognition that there are too many hospital beds, and to be honest, politicians of all sides haven't faced up to that, but we did face up to it in the latter days of our government, and we had a plan to change services were provided that this government failed to implement.
Still, the PFI money has to be paid. It's not an option to renege. So this leaves almost anything up for grabs. Mergers, a private company brought in, units closed, even whole hospitals. And if it works at the South London Trust, it may not stop here. There are at least 6 others who could also be facing similar treatment.